Hey everyone, it's Aaron and the Amigos. I'm here with my son Luke. Say hi, Luke.
Hi.
And my girlfriend Theresa. Say hi, Theresa.
Hi.
We are en route to a place called Lewisburg, West Virginia, to obtain the treasured Amiga goodies. We're going to try to keep a little rolling diary. We have just started on what's called the West Virginia Turnpike, which is a treacherous interstate that winds through the southern mountains of West Virginia towards the Virginia border. It is wrought with hills and curves and woods and overpriced rest stop restaurants, the likes of which you can't imagine. We are going to get to Lewisburg in about, I'd say an hour and a half. And you can see the sign right there. Show them the sign. 5% grade next 2 miles. That means we're going to be going downtown. So we will check back in, but we're off and running. Be back. Hey, we're at the first rest area. Luke had to stop and we went ahead and came in. So this is what from the rest area, this is what you're looking at. You can see this is deep in the mountains here. And you can see off in the distance it goes on and on. It's a pretty elaborate rest area. It's got a snack bar and picnic tables. So looks like it's gonna be a nice day. So that's all for now.
Okay, go.
Alright, hey everyone. It's Aaron again. We are about 40 miles out in Luke. About 40 miles outside of Lewisburg. I thought we would just take some shots of the interstate here. Trey, if you'd pan around a little bit at all this lovely scenic wonderment we're seeing here and up ahead. We're not too far from what's called the New River Gorge, which is a beautiful area. And so there's a lot of mountainous area here, a lot of nice views. Our ears have popped a bunch of times. Look up here. Look, beavers up ahead, Tree.
Yes.
But there's some really nice, I guess what we call vistas or whatever, you can look at from around here. So we thought we'd get a couple quick ones.
When can I hold it down?
You're not the director, it's Mom's job. So we will, I guess the next stop will be when we get to the swap point, which is the glamorous and luxurious Walmart of Lewisburg, and we will make the swap and we'll record that. So until then, see you soon. We're going down.
Yep.
Big time. Before we get to this part of the road, there's a mandatory truck stop so they can check your brakes, because for the next 5 miles we're going downhill at a curvy rate.
Oh, those are two luck dealers.
Here we go. Look at that. This is where it gets funky. Down and funky. Look at that beautiful scenery. Alright. I like the truck tip over signs that they've got down through here.
What?
Yeah. There's a curve coming up in 2 miles that can make your truck tip over. It's so treacherous. Well, yeah, and these are cool. These little runways here, if your truck goes out of control, they've built these little hillsides in and covered them with hay, and you're going about 1,000 miles an hour when you hit them, and trucks hit them all the time, don't they, Tree?
Yes.
We'll show you one up here.
Where is it?
Where it's coming up. Think if you were in a runaway truck right now, like I'm not touching the gas and we're doing 70, so here. See the little ramps coming up on it'll come up on the right. Let's see here. And it'll be super duper steep up this mountain. We climbed for about 40 minutes, Tree.
Yeah.
So we're basically giving back all that climbing we did, 45 minutes in 5 miles. There it is. There's the runway ramp.
Why is it so loud?
This one doesn't go down. This one just sort of ends up here.
I feel like my ears are popping.
Oh yeah.
They are, babe.
So they see that if you had a runaway truck, you would just go down this ramp, and then I'll tell you, this is a pretty weak one. That's covered in sand. And then at the end of it, there's a big, massive pile of sand. I don't see how that would stop anyone.
Yeah.
Most of the ones go like uphill.
Yeah, there's
Well,
steep.
that stops someone, and that's just sad.
Yeah.
That's just so terrible.
You don't like that, huh?
No.
I can understand that. Let's go for one more here. This one might go uphill. Because the ones that go uphill, they go straight up a hill, don't they, Tree?
Yeah.
Oh my
I wonder if
god.
there's any footage of people hitting those.
I believe there is. I think
I
I've
have to
seen
look that
it.
up sometime. That might be kind of fun.
I don't know. I've seen it in person before.
You're
Why
kidding
are
me.
you guys not talking now?
Because we're recording.
Oh, my ears all just popped.
Your ears are also popping. That's right. They're popped a couple times. Okay, here's another one. Let's see if this one goes up the hill.
No. My ears are so popped.
No, this is another one.
My hands so
Oh, there. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one goes up the hill.
There they go down. Of course, you're gonna negotiate your truck around that curve at high speed. It's insanity. Look at all that.
Bye, babe.
Well, that's what you're looking at. We're near the bottom now, so we'll be back.
Finally, my ears are.
Okay, the deal is done. Preliminarily, I'm looking at this stuff. There's a large bag of cabling. There's this Mac with the VGA adapter Bo talked about to me. There's a box full of old manuals and I think some Mac software. The Amiga itself. I noticed that the screw, the warranty sticker had been open, so this thing's definitely been open, which is probably a good sign. That probably means there's a hard drive in there, I'm hoping. 1084 SDS monitor and a printer of some sort. So we're gonna go out and see the sights of Lewisburg, and then when I get home we will have a look at this stuff. But everything went well. She was a real nice lady. Hey everyone, this is the historic Civil War cemetery that's in Lewisburg. Theresa wanted to check this out. The old stone cemetery, it's known. And I guess by European standards this is a fairly young cemetery, but it's pretty nice if you're into that sort of thing. Just a wide scoping view, and we're going to carry on. We've got a lot of places to see today, so this looks nice. Theresa is really into the headstone design and the various techniques used, so we're going to have a look around at these. So, but anyway, this is the first stop in Lewisburg.
I'm so tired. Look at that butterfly, Mom.
I see.
Why are there butterflies going right here?
Some people think that's the soul of people who have passed away. Coming to visit.
What? The big butterfly.
Okay, we are now at the Lewisburg Confederate Soldiers Cemetery. This is a cemetery that was devoted to the Southern sympathizing Confederate soldiers in the American Civil War. These fellas weren't quite as treated as kindly as the guys in the other cemetery, although there were some Confederate soldiers there. We did see some cemetery. Okay, so this is strictly for the veterans. You can see. Hold on, buddy. I'm recording this. Okay. You can see the plaque of the Battle of Lewisburg. Happened here. Watch out, bud.
There's lots of soldiers in that.
Okay, go up there with Mom. Let Daddy record this. You can see Confederate Cemetery. These guys are in basically a mass grave. It's sad, but it's true. It's a cross-shaped common grave, and you can see it as we come in. I mean, they didn't exactly put a lot of effort into this one, I'm afraid, for the Southerners. This mound right here is in a cross shape, and that's them. They are buried in mass in this ground. So kind of a sad place, but you know, that's the way it goes. So there are, I think it said 95 soldiers buried in here. So anyway, hopefully the next stop will not be as depressing. Bye-bye.
I was talking.
Now, were they Union soldiers or Confederate soldiers? Right.
Good job.
So many.
Yeah.
Here's the placard that lists the soldiers. 95 soldiers. This is at the top of the cross, and you can get a better idea of the cross from here. You can see it. It goes out and down the hill. So these fellows, I guess, fell on the battlefield, and their identities weren't known, were they, Tree?
No.
So they just stuck them in here. We think these are all from the Battle of Lewisburg, but I'm not 100% sure.
May 23rd, 1862.
Yep, May 23rd, 1862. We are going to head on down the line. This is the historic General Lewis Inn. Very old. Apparently they serve a tremendous breakfast and dinner. We have missed out on both, unfortunately, but there's also a tale that this place is haunted. It's one of the very nice attractions here in Lewisburg. It's too bad we don't get to eat here, but it looks very nice. It's very pretty. Hey, we're back again in our tour of where we don't know and what we don't know, and now we've decided to go to a cave. This pleasant little chateau is the gift shop and entrance to the Oregon Cave here in Oregon Cave, West Virginia, and we're going to go in here and see the musical instrument that is hooked to the cavern. Should be fun. I'll try to get some footage of it. There it is, Link.
She's already dry.
Yeah. Hold the guardrail, handrails. Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
It's become worn away. So if you want to try and find it, you can. There are some different dates on there. I do know where it is. So.
You want to see if you can find it, like? Let's see if we can find this.
That's crazy.
I see Ricky.
Oh shoot. Oh. Hell yeah.
Funny story. When they would take that saltpeter out on the carriage to go to Union, just down the road, they'd actually come in the secrecy of night. But still, that Union camp had watches on the road. So they actually have Confederate water boys, the 12 to 15-year-olds, run around and have track the Union soldiers attend. It's basically pitch, pine sticks dipped in pitch, to make them flammable. And you can actually find these all throughout the cave. These were also used by the tourists that came down here and
Here's a brief look at the Greenbrier as we drove past. A very
an actual
opulent
bellhop?
place. This is just a little tidbit
I don't think I've ever seen a
that we
bellhop.
saw when we were there.
Everyone, we are
Very
in
beautiful,
yet
and
another
huge
cemetery.
as well. The Sam Black Church in between Beckley.
Like church is the town where it's
Yeah,
Soul Chapel.
we're at the which chapel is it, sweetie?
Soul Chapel.
Soul Chapel, and this is a special cemetery. It's small, but it has this headstone in it, which is in memory of Suttonhurst Shoe, the Greenbrier Ghost. This lady, her mother said her ghost came to her in a dream and told her she was murdered, and they dug up the corpse, and sure enough her neck had been broken. This is a very famous story, and very, very famous West Virginia tale. So we came to pay respects and have a look. You can see this is a small, much smaller cemetery than what we've been at, but it's definitely one that has a reputation. All right, we're gonna head back to the house. Sayonara.
on Pete. How did that miss? That was right on that. How did that happen? It was right on top.
Well, we made it home with a big stack of stuff. Back on home base here. Luke wanted to get a little crane action in. You can see a pile of stuff right there that I've got to go through. But another successful journey for the family. We had a good time, so we were unwinding here in the arcade before we go back to school and work tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed watching our little trip. It's a little disjointed, but we had a good time. I thought the cave was a lot of fun, and I'm anxious to get into this Amiga stuff, and we'll talk more about that on the show. Till next time, adios, everybody.